Hi, welcome to The Hinge. Sorry it's been a while, we've just been busy digging holes. I don't know what Mike's been doing, but that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, just the same thing, just out in the Arizona desert, just digging holes with my mate Sam and my mate Zero.
Is this the film Holes with Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah.
That's the only hole-related film I know. Apart from The Hole with Keira Knightley, disappointing. Anyway, thinking of a quite holy...
There's no connection.
Long time between the last one, Matrix Resurrections.
Oh, you fellas?
It's him.
Do we proceed?
Yes.
He is still
Only human.
Okay, you got there somehow.
Yeah.
Are you excited for this, Joe? You're a big Matrix fan. You're a big fan of Animatrix and Enter the Matrix.
I like
Animatrix.
Not Enter the Matrix. I did like Animatrix. I'm not rewatching ages, but so it might be shit. I watched them all at the cinema, but I didn't massively like. I didn't mind Reloaded, but I could tell at the time I was going, this is a bit shit.
Yeah.
And obviously Revolution was really shit. I think I've only seen both of them maybe once.
Obviously, I was really into the Matrix because I used to walk around my mum's long black coat.
Yeah, I had. We both, I think, went through the long black leather coat.
You actually had a men's long black leather coat. I had my mum's long black, not leather, just canvas.
But I was often called Neo, even though, as I would say, and no one would listen, he doesn't wear a long black leather coat in any of the films. It's like a
trench coat.
Well, it's a trench coat, but it's made of like, not Kevlar, it's like some sort of weave.
You don't seem that buzzing.
No, the trailer just looked... The thing about the Matrix is, and it kind of got shitter and shitter, but the first one was like, it's got a bit kind of, obviously it's green, it's like green tinted, as this room is, for some reason. And like a bit grimy.
Okay.
And it just had a certain look to it, and I realised that's just maybe part of the time.
90s.
Or
2000s.
Was it?
I think it's the late
2000?
90s too.
As they got further on, they got more and more like HD and sort of kind of like washed out and not washed out. What am I talking about? Too fucking HD and clear and not grimy, and just I'm obviously in a simulation, which is obviously what the Matrix is, but I just don't like it.
Yeah, no, I kind of get what I get you mean. I get what you mean.
I think it's 1999, isn't it? Yeah, it's 1999.
Yeah. I feel like as technology progresses, the robots are going to progress and they're going to get shit better and they're going to make it more easy for the simulation. So maybe the simulation has changed a bit. I don't know. I think that's just cameras and lights.
No, it's just
the new
it's
way
modern
of
day
filming
stuff. Like the stuff on Netflix all looks kind of the same way. It's super bright and like I'm very aware it's in a studio. Things like the bullet time, the way they did it can now be done very easily. Where you just like have the people and you can spin around. But because it was a bit like janky and a bit like slow, that was originally. That's why I liked it. It kind of had a look to it. Whereas now you can just do. I'd say annoyingly in the other two Matrix films, everything was so smooth and just slick.
I think it's the same thing that we sort of like probably had with like any of the prequels or sequels of the
Star Wars. It's incredible. Yeah, there you go.
And it's like
just
all
like
the stuff
that.
is like so much easier to do nowadays, but it looks too pristine. It looks like I don't know, like different. I guess
it just feels like a simulation, but obviously I suppose that kind of plays into the thing. It's Morpheus recast. Sorry, that's
I think I don't think it's recast. I think he's more like reborn. But then again, why would they both be reborn in different bodies?
He just said he wasn't asked, but I kind of feel like he is going to turn up. I think that's kind of they didn't ask me about it. But
so you feel like maybe that Morpheus might be a red herring Morpheus and might not even be Morpheus.
Yeah, it'd be like Doctor Strange and Thingy, where it's not really Doctor Strange. It's
we don't know that. We don't know.
No, I know, but we could wildly just say
speculate. Even if the trailer looks really good, I kind of need to wait and see how the reviews are. I'm not really particularly buzzing about it. I don't know. It doesn't have. It's got that nostalgia for me, but because the other two were so shit, and I've rewatched them ages and ages ago, but I just didn't really ever connect with them.
It's a bit of, like, I'm sure we mentioned this last time about when The Mandalorian's coming out. Star Wars Visions, that's coming out today. Go and watch it by the time it comes out, or it's out coming yesterday. It's one of those things where I don't massively care about the Matrix lore and shit. I just think the first one's quite a tight little film. Yeah. Here's a guy who's realised he's actually fucking amazing. Then at the end he flies away. That's the end. Fuck it. But like the Animatrix, where you kind of had, okay, let's use bits of that world and have little stories. I'm happy with that. Yeah. So if they were doing a Matrix, well, they obviously are doing Matrix 4. I'd rather just went, here's some shit happening over there. Here's the actual. Here's you can do a fucking prequel. Here's when the machines actually took over. Let's do some war type shit.
Yeah, they probably want to redo like.
And they all did that in the Matrix. They go through how it started. But anyway, I'm just mild.
Yeah, no, I'm sort of mild about it as well. Yeah. Shang-Chi, I'm very excited to watch. I've not seen it yet.
I've heard very good
reviews. Yeah, I'm really, really buzzing for it. I've just I'm booking it in. I'm booking it in because Becky's back soon, so I can actually watch that and go to the cinema and watch it, and that'll be sick. It's not available on Disney for ages, I don't think. So they're also fucking Scarlett Johansson massively. If they're like the fact that originally I was like, kind of Scarlett, you kind of got like. I don't know, like obviously it's bad them going back on any sort of like pre-negotiations or anything. But like, you know, clearly they're just like, yeah, we're not going to bring this one straight out because we don't make any money from it. And Scarlett Johansson's like, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're just like, nah,
it's one of those things,
let's
and
not
I
listen
realise
though.
it's like, yeah, people are rich, and it's like going, obviously, I know there's like billionaires and millionaires. It's like, well, they shouldn't have so much money. But if someone's written on a piece of paper, if you do this, you get this, and then they don't do the thing after you do your side of the bargain, you just, regardless of what, if it's a penny or £1 billion or a country or a planet or a car, you just like, oh, come on, mate. Like, and it just feels a bit like, come on, Disney, you've obviously made loads of money.
Yeah.
Just give us a fucking break.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it makes no sense to that one. Well, the thing is, I don't think they have made that much money with Black Widow, but that was their fault for releasing it.
No, but
straight
just
to streaming.
from her being a character and just being, I bet they've sold enough fucking toys.
Taking toys of it.
Just the toys of it.
And
Just
Lego
pay her
and all
just for the
shit like
toys,
that.
and I'm sure she'll be fine.
Yeah, I think maybe they might get a bit from merchandising. I'm not entirely sure. But from like ticket sales, obviously, she would have expected like, I don't know, X amount, 100 million.
That's
I
100
don't fucking
million,
know, millions. But yeah, whatever. Deathloop.
I want to really like this, Mark, because I've watched stuff
I
about
want
it,
to really like Deathloop. Okay.
and I liked Assassin's Creed, Dishonored, which was very good.
I didn't play this
But I couldn't get into Dishonored 2, and every time, and Deathloop, I look like I'm going, and I do know there's, obviously we'll go into it, like the loops and the thing and the repeating time, but I'm worried, I'm like, Dishonored 2, I was like, oh yeah, I love this, and then be like, no. Like, I just can't.
Right, okay. Well, I mean, like, I'm not far enough through the game to sort of, because to say, give it a full review. I'm sort of at, like, the whole, like, planning stages of the, say, assassinations.
You have
seen quite a lot about it.
People, but you try
I don't want to spoil
fit
anything
it
for you.
into...
And you try and fit it into one day, and everything loops, and if you get killed 3 times in the day, you complete your back or whatever. Not really, though, weirdly. You can get killed 3 times, but as long as you don't get killed 3 times in like 3 hours for the morning, the noon, and the afternoon, and the evening.
And the weather changes and stuff or whatever. Stuff changes throughout the day.
Changes throughout the day.
Yeah.
It's really interesting for that. Like, it's really cool. There's quite a bit of, like back and forth, but obviously you've kind of got to like log things on, and the more stuff like leads you've got in a certain area, you could explore a lot more. I'm still in like the planning stage of it, so I don't know how I'm going to actually pull all this all together. At the moment, it's sort of like trying to find people so there's 2 in one area, if you know what I mean. Find the best ways to kill everybody. But I would say it's not what I expected from other roguelike games that I've heard of. So like, I don't know, like I watched quite a bit of stuff about Returnal because I kind of wanted to play that. And I kind of didn't really like the sound of you don't really get better. Well, you get better as a player, but the character doesn't get better. Yeah, I was kind of like a little bit not really into that. But this one, it is kind of like your character and you get better, and it's kind of nice in that way. So you're not going all the way back to the start every single time with nothing, and you just got to be better with the guns.
The idea looks fantastic. I'd say because Dishonored is an assassin game. You're doing your planning and assassinating targets, but loads of things like he's got the blink where if you're trying to aim up someone, you do the jump, and I know that you can do the switch in this one. So it's just loads. It seems really similar, but I did love something I really.
The thing is, you really liked BioShock Infinite. And this is so similar to BioShock Infinite. I'm quite enjoying like the mystery. I don't want to tell you too much about it, obviously. But I'm quite enjoying like the mystery of like why are you doing it and stuff like that. But I've been really burned before, like by Firewatch and stuff like that, where I've played Firewatch and I've gone, "Oh, it's such a mystery."
Oh God, that's the worst.
30 seconds, last like 10 minutes of it, I'm just like, "This is shit." It builds up to a huge percentage. It's just like I'm gone. And it was just some guy who.
That is the biggest blue balls.
Or
just disappointed balls
God,
I've ever seen in my life.
I've never been more upset.
What a good game though! That was.
It was such a good game.
You never play it again.
That's the thing, because you just know the ending's so shit, and I don't want this to be the same situation. I want to replay this potentially and just sort of uncover more stuff and go, "Ooh, wow, yeah, that makes more sense." But that fucking Christ! So I don't want to give it any sort of score because the ending could be absolutely shit. God of War.
I can't believe they're using the same breathing animations, like
same neck bouncing animations.
The neck spasms.
No, I don't really get that at all. To be honest, I'm sure that's like you said.
It's like in Star Wars using all those fucking stormtrooper costumes. Like everyone's wearing the same costume.
Yeah,
why are they
that's
lazy? What the fuck are they doing? No, the game looks really fucking cool. It does just look more of the same. I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, like that's the thing. We don't need to break the wheel here. I feel like we're past the point where like every single next stage of something that comes out needs to go like, oh, this is huge.
All that stuff you like, Smash, like, like different.
Yeah,
like, we
exactly.
really
like I don't know. Like I feel like it needs. Like we are going to this next generation, and the next generation is not really that much better. I don't think we can do that much more. Yeah, so it's not like Super Mario 64 versus fucking like Super Mario Sunshine.
But even now, it's not that fucking big a difference.
Well, I mean, it's a big machine. It's like on your back.
Yeah, but like really, the thing. One thing I did read there, which I thought was actually fucking nice. Obviously, it might not work. Is they say this is the end of the story, so they're not because it's taking so long to make the games. They're like, we're not going to do another. We're not doing it, so it's a decade or 15 years between the start of. So it's not like 5 years to make the first one, and it's taking like 4 to 5 years. And they said they don't want it to be like 15 years.
To the next one.
So it's going to say, no, this is the end of their story.
Right,
sorted.
cool, yeah.
Which is
that
just
makes
nice.
sense. Yeah, that's nice.
Do that, please.
Good. Yeah, that's good to do. One thing that I sort of felt with that though is the guy seemed like he seemed very irate, but his hands were flailing around, and it seemed like he was kind of angry, and it kind of seemed like it was coming after all the controversy regarding people of colour being in God of War, which is just ridiculous. But it kind of felt like he was like, you know what you're fucking doing, that's it, that's what you're getting. I'm turning around car around. It kind of felt like a bit like.
Isn't even.
I know, yeah, the Kratos guy,
He's
he's a black guy.
Yeah. He's a grey man. Like,
yeah, no, it makes no sense. It just makes no sense. Whatever.
The guy doing his voice didn't even kill his family or whatever he did.
Yeah.
Like none of it makes sense. That lizard monster, though, what the hell fucking called that look? When he's, it looked like one of those things from Skull Island or something.
I saw like a big spider thing. I didn't see a lizard.
Yeah, it's like a lizard with just like.
Yeah. Okay. No, I can't. Yes. No. Yeah.
Who's this fucking big tall guy at the end?
Is that not Tyr, God of War?
Who is it, Tyr? He's not the God of War.
Tyr's the God of War.
No, you're the God of War.
No,
he's
the God
Ares
of
is the God.
Norse.
Oh, is he?
Mythology.
I thought he wasn't the war. I thought he was the one building stuff. Because they talk about him loads in the first game.
It's Tyr. I think there's a few. There's Tyr and there's Gore. Could be good. No, Gore's the copper.
Because Thor's in it, but Thor's shorter. The other guy's
Thor
massive.
But I think it is Tyr. I
think he was dead from the first game.
Because Atreus says, we gotta go and get the next God of War. Or whatever, we gotta go meet the God of War. And then they go when they see him. And
maybe it is. I thought Tyr was dead.
Tyr is dead, and I think that's why they go to that new area to try and find Tyr.
Yeah.
So basically, Tyr's hiding in a new realm that we've not discovered yet. Mass Effect people, they're making a Star Wars game. Oh wait, is it Mass Effect people?
No, but that's the Old Republic. It's a remake.
No, there's not that. There's another one. I think it's Mass Effect. Or Detroit Becoming Human.
Oh,
I think it's Detroit Becoming Human.
They're the people who did like Heavy Rain and stuff, I'm pretty sure. The game with Elliot Page.
Just type in Detroit Becoming Human, sorry. Just because in case we're going on and
we're just
be like really angry about this thing. Just like, no, they're not there.
No, it's on here, look.
Not on IMDb.
It's fucking Detroit Become Human. It's on there, look, there you go. Detroit Become Human.
No, but I don't care. I want to see if it's actually that company that's doing it.
It's David Cage.
Okay.
David Cage, I can't fucking remember. David Cage, he's done all these fucking games.
Okay.
What's the game you're talking about? Heavy Rain's going to be quite good. I think your kid gets murdered, and then you have the people trying to solve the mystery, and you switch between two. But they're like games, a bit like a bit like the Walking Dead games.
Oh right, yeah.
Where it's like click that thing, or click these buttons in order, like quick time events. There's bits. Oh yeah, where you have to just shout Sean loads. For some reason, I use a bit where you just have to repeatedly press the shouting button. He's dead.
Oh, you find him dead. Oh, so you're searching for your kid?
Yeah, but then there's a detective who's also you switch between. It seems quite interesting, but like a game I want to pay like £50 for, like you know.
It's £50.
Well, the
normal this game.
Yeah, this is years back.
Yeah, so it's still £50.
Yeah,
it's still
this. It's quick time. Everything's a quick time event basically.
Oh shit!
So that could be a lightsaber, that dead kid.
Sorry, spoilers anyway. By the way, if anyone wants the first game, because we're
this
literally showing you literally the end.
Look, you have to give CPR.
This is 2016.
Yeah, well, this video is. Yeah. That could be you trying to switch on a lightsaber by pressing all these buttons, doing CPR
Turn on!
On a dead kid. And you should keep shouting, Sean. You got to shake back control. Anyway, guys, look, that was the hinge. It's been a while. We are going to do some stuff.
What the fuck is that film? Show. This is a film.
Heavy Rain. But all their games, that's what it'll be.
Isn't Telltale the whole thing of like...
No, it's not Telltale, it's a different company.
No, but like, isn't the whole thing with Telltale, is it like, what you do affects the outcome later on?
Yeah, this is exactly the same.
So Sean could be alive?
I don't know.
Sean's always dead. That's
feel like
the one constant in
I
this
feel like
universe.
I
is
played-
Sean's constantly dead. You're constantly just finding out different ways to be
He gets
disappointed
killed. Yeah.
in the fact that Sean's dead.
I think I played it once where I was a detective and I went into an apartment and the guy was running out who lived there, and you fight him, and I think if you win you can question him, and if you don't he runs away, but the game continues.
Right,
So you've
okay.
lost that lead. I might be wrong, it's a very long time ago.
Okay.
It's quite a good idea, but it's one of those things where you're like, I'm mostly just watching.
Yeah, I mean that seems
Basically,
like.
most of Metal Gear. Do you really like? I'm
Yeah.
getting a lot of information here, but I'm not pressing. The
Would
only
you
button
like-
I'm pressing.
Would you prefer Metal Gear if you could actually, like when that stuff's going on, if it had more quick time events going on in it?
There's
That
some
would make
explanations.
so
it would.
long.
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
it's too long as it is.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. Right, guys, it's been a while. We're gonna do some things. Yeah. We've got loads of stuff to talk about and collect soon.
Do
Mate, come on. It's okay. I got you. Oh. Come on. No, don't go back in the car. No.